Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So we're really excited because today we're going to be doing our current favorite products that we've been loving recently.
Yes, so we finally got a monitor, so if we're looking this way, it's just we're not used to it, so that's what we're doing.
Just peeping our reflection real quick. So, quick fun story before we get started. On my way over here, I texted Brie and I was like, hey girl, just so you know, I'm a little bit dressier today, so plan your outfit accordingly. And she texted me back saying, hey, I just watched your Snap story and we're basically wearing the same thing except different colors.
The same shirt.
So, you know,
that's just...
This wasn't planned. It just kind of happened.
I feel like we should be dancing to like mariachi music, but okay. So we're going to start with skincare first.
Yeah, just doing it in the order that you normally would do these products. Okay, so the first thing that we've been loving is this simple Micellar cleansing water. I've tried many cleansing waters, or a few, and this is by far my favorite.
She actually got me on this because I wasn't very good with skincare. I didn't really have that much to do, so she told me about this and I actually really love it as well. It actually removes so much leftover dirt or makeup that you actually don't think about. You think that your face is clean, but you go in with this and there's always something left over, so.
Yeah, what I like to do is after I remove my makeup with a makeup wipe, I just go in with this and a cotton pad and I just go through, and it's amazing, like she said, how much makeup you have left over on your face. Cleansing water, highly recommend. Yes. I love this. This is like my third bottle, I think,
really? So my next favorite is the Pixi Hydrating Milky Serum. I have pretty like normal skin, but I really enjoy this. I use it before my makeup because it dries really fast, and I'm just one of those people that has no time to wait for my moisturizer to soak in. I have no patience whatsoever, so that's why I really like this, because it dries really fast. It claims to deeply nourish dehydrated skin, restoring natural radiance and elasticity. It's for all skin types. You would probably really like this if you're oily. Like I said, it dries really quickly and soaks into the skin. I would say the claims are true. I think it hydrates my skin pretty well, so.
My next favorite is actually from the same brand. This is the Pixi Tonic Exfoliating Toner. So I typically don't use toner, but I love, this is kind of just a little backstory, I love glycolic acid, and I try to incorporate it in my skincare as much as I can without like hurting my skin too much, and this actually has glycolic acid. And it does a really good job at like toning, and since it does have that glycolic acid, it's going to resurface, it's going to help with texture. That's the main reason why I just obsess over glycolic acid. So really I just like glycolic acid, it's not any other product. No, but I've been obsessed with this because I do use a lot of... How
many times can you say glycolic acid?
But I do use a lot of glycolic acid. I have a lot of pads and all that stuff, so this kind of gets rid of all the other products that I have with that ingredient, and it saves it all into one, or it does it all in one little simple step. And it also has aloe vera and ginseng, so it really helps with, I guess, brightening my face and soothing my face. If you struggle with texture, try this. Get this in your life.
My next favorite is the L'Oreal Pure Clay mask. This actually really reminds me of the Glam Glow Super Mud mask. I got that a while ago, which is like, I want to say like $60 for probably less product than this. That's why I really like this, because it reminds me of it. You can tell it's cleaning out your pores. It dries completely matte, and it kind of like really tightens your face, but you can kind of see like where your pores are. So I think that's really interesting. But when I wash it off, my face feels really nice and smooth. A little bit dry because I have normal skin. My skin's not really oily, so I do moisturize a lot after.
If you follow us on any social media, then you already know about this, but our next thing is these sheet masks. The first one is the SOO AE brand.
Yeah.
And then the other one are these Masqueology ones.
Obsessed. Truly.
Obsessed. Honestly.
Truly. We didn't even really look for these. We kind of ran into them at Walmart, and I'm so happy we decided to check them out. We were kind of skeptical at first because they're only $1.50.
Yeah, this one is $1.50, and
sometimes they're on sale.
Yeah,
like $2.50 to $1.50, but I'm happy we tried them because I'm like obsessed with them now. So
we're very weird, I would say, about sheet masks because we tried a good amount of them that aren't really soaked in with like product.
Yeah.
We tried a lot of really dry ones. If you watch our Get Ready With Us, you can see that my mask that I use from Target was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So these are very soaked in with product. They're going to be very wet, and there's going to be leftovers in the package that you can take down to your neck, you can take down to your hands, and I highly, highly suggest doing that, taking it down to your neck and hands. It will drastically improve them. I have a weird thing about my lips, if you don't know. So I like making sure that they're hydrated, and the two that I've been really liking are these. This is the Vaseline Advanced Healing Lip Therapy Lip Balm, and then this is just a Carmex. Everybody, knows these.
Again, if you follow either of us on social media, you would already know that we're obsessed with this Wet n Wild foundation, the Photo Focus.
Do we both have the same color? Golden beige?
Yeah, we're both the same color. I was shook.
Shook.
I was actually surprised at how much I actually liked this foundation, but
it does amazing with photography. There's no flashback, none of that. It just smooths out your skin, and it just looks amazing. Would you say it's matte, right? It's pretty matte.
It's matte. I mean, if you have oily skin, it might be more of like a natural finish, but for me,
really nice.
I just have natural. I have normal skin, and it's pretty matte on me. So if you have dry skin, it'll probably cling to your dry patches. So I moisturize a lot before I use this foundation, knowing prior that it's really matte.
I've also mixed this in with like luminizing drops.
Oh yeah.
And it actually looks really nice. So it gives it more of like a luminous finish to it instead of like a matte finish. So if you do have dry skin and you want to try this foundation, I suggest doing that or trying that or mixing it in with moisturizer as well. So moving on, my next favorite is this Sephora Radiant Luminous Drops. The color that you're supposed to shake it? What? The color that I have is Morning Light. So this is more of a gold, like a gold drops, I guess. But I think they have two, if I'm not mistaken. They have a rose gold one and maybe like a golden, like really deeper drops. But I really like these ones. I put them on before I do any type of foundation. So I do it underneath my skin to kind of give it a little oomph, a little glow, a little extra. So I like wearing this underneath my foundation as well as sometimes I'll wear it on top of my foundation. It just depends on how much glow I'm really going for that day. The other thing that I really, really love these for is whenever I don't really want to wear a lot of makeup, I'll just wear a little concealer and then I'll throw this basically all over my face, and it looks really good. Your skin looks like it's glowing from it within. I think even if you don't like gold highlighters, you're gonna like this. Give it a go.
So my next current favorite is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. This was like super popular when it first came out. Everybody was looking for it. I just happened to snag it. So I'm literally like hitting pan already. I'm like already hitting pan. So it's more of like a peachy, I'd say, glow. And so we both have this on our faces today. I didn't put as much, clearly, but she also has Moonstone on top of hers. And I have a little bit of Mary.
Mary, what you doing, girl?
Mary, girl, you good? I have a little bit of Mary Luminizer on top, but I really, really like this. It's kind of a highlighter that I'll take a bigger highlighter brush with and like kind of put it literally, not everywhere, but almost everywhere. So I really like it.
It's definitely like a glow within type of highlighter, and I mentioned it to her. It was a little more subtle than I'm used to, but you can actually pack it on and make it look like dramatic.
You can definitely layer it and it doesn't look too powdery when you put a lot of it on. So
I'm not really into rose gold highlighters, and I do like that product. And I have it down the bridge of my nose, and I never highlight with rose gold highlighters. That's my one thing, my one rule that I broke. But it looks really, really good. I'm a Laura Mercier translucent powder type of girl, but we're gonna show you guys the next best thing, if not on equal stance as the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is the Airspun loose face powder. The color that we have is Naturally Neutral. This is one of their 3 shades that they have. Like I said, it's more neutral, so it's gonna be more yellow than their other shade.
She was using this first, and I had seen this on YouTube. Patrick Starr uses it.
Oh yeah, he does.
It's actually really big in like the drag queen like world, I guess. So we well, she picked it up and said she really liked it, but she had got a different color, which was a little too pink. I don't know, the translucent one. The translucent one has a little bit more of a pink undertone, and we don't really like pink undertones anywhere in our makeup, so I picked it up as well, and I actually enjoy it more than the Laura Mercier powder because I have issues with my under eyes. They're really dry, and I feel like the Laura Mercier powder,
it's a lot thicker. It sticks on.
Yeah, it makes my under eyes look too cakey and dry. So even if I don't bake with it, if I just use a brush, this looks so much better, at least on me. So if you have dry under eyes, you'd probably really like this. It's more fine. It's definitely more finely milled. So
I have this on my face today. I baked with it. Do you have this on?
Yeah.
You have this on?
I've literally been using it ever since I got it. I haven't even touched the Laura Mercier powder. So
like she was saying, part of the reason why I kind of switched back to this is because I've been having issues with my under eye circles or eye area recently as well. So I have to use something that's not as like drying as the Laura Mercier one is. I did actually compare the two, and besides the difference in the consistency, this one is slightly pinker, whereas the other one is a little more yellow. So it just depends on what you like and what you're willing to spend. I love the Laura Mercier one. It's just, if you struggle with your under eye area, you may just try using this, you know? Give it a shot. It's literally, what is it, $5?
yeah, this is like $5. I mean, I have the Laura Mercier one here. This, I think, is like $40.
It is $40.
Is it $40?
I know.
And this has, hold on, this has 2.3 ounces, and clearly this is small. This is smaller, so this only has 1 ounce. So you get more than twice the amount in here for only $5. And I personally like it more, and it's totally worth trying out if you haven't already.
Yeah. My next favorite is kind of a recent favorite. I've been really into nose contouring lately because, you know, I have tons of issues with my physical appearance, and my nose is one of those things. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is just the first palette, like the first kit that they came out with. I know they have a few different shades now, but this is just the first one. Specifically, I've been liking this color right here. So it's the middle one. Let me just pop it out. I believe it's Fawn.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I think that's a really popular color.
Yeah. So this is in the color Fawn. So when you look at this color, you can see that it's a lot ashier than, you know, than the other ones. So that's the reason why I like it for contouring my nose. For your nose, you're going to need something that's a little more ashier and not so warm toned. It's a really nice powder if you've been looking for something that works for your nose. And I actually, when I do contour and if I use this kit, I will use this all over my face as well, and it looks good on my face too.
Lately I've been using the Soft Matte Lip Cream from NYX. I've had this for a really long time, and I really liked it when I first got it. Just I wasn't as into wearing like lipsticks and stuff before, but recently I've been wearing them a lot, and I just reached for this one the other day, and I'm like obsessed with the formula of these. They dry completely matte, but they're really comfortable matte. They don't crack. I mean, I wouldn't say hydrating, but they're really soft. Like your lips don't feel like they're drying out, basically.
It's very, very lightweight.
They're really comfortable.
We love the formula.
Really,
it's probably,
really
I'm going to go as far as saying that that's probably our favorite.
I would say, yeah,
lipstick,
for
favorite type of lipstick.
NYX in general has like one of my favorite lip products.
Me too, girl.
Specifically, the shade I'm wearing right now is called London.
By the way, since we're talking about lips, if anybody's wondering, since it's so bright, the lip that I'm wearing today is the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the color Orange Obsession. I have a love-hate relationship. I love the color. Love the color.
I love the color on you too.
But I have a love-hate relationship with the formula. I like that it's very, like, it's lightweight, it's flexible, it's not matte, but it's so streaky. Like, it just takes 10 years for me to get that crap on.
So we both really like the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I've been using this on my lower lashes for a really long time, and I'm obsessed with it. I like it because it doesn't flake or anything. At least on me, it doesn't transfer or anything, so that's why I only use it for my bottom lashes. So
it was funny because one day I came to our house and I forgot to put lower lash mascara on, and I was like, girl, can you hook it up? So she hooked it up, she gave me this to put on, and from then on, I went to the store that day and I bought it.
She had no time.
Because I'm really picky about my lower lash mascaras, and I've not found one that works well on me, that doesn't flake, doesn't bleed, doesn't just look crappy. until this. She does all the things that she said.
Changed your life.
Changed my life. And it separates them really well. And this next one, though, this is real love. These are the Salon Perfect Go Glam multi-pack. These are in 614. As far as we know, they only have two different kinds. They have the 615s and the 614s.
They have more. I saw them at Walmart, but they're really tiny. They're like half the length of this, and I'm like,
we don't like those.
no time.
These are natural enough that you can wear them every day, but they're also dramatic enough to wear them with like a dramatic eye. It just depends on what kind of look you have. They'll fit in with every single look. They're more of a cat eye, which is why I love them so much, because I've been really into flary lashes, and these just look so amazing. Like, they're so long, they're curly, they're just
really long.
Yeah, but they're so good. I have to trim mine. Ladies, please make sure that you're trimming your lashes if you need to. I've seen so many pictures of people and their eyelash.
They're meant to be, the band's meant to be longer because eye shapes are all different sizes. So 90% of the time you're going to have to trim your lashes.
Yeah.
The band is really, really thin, so they look more natural. As I'm sure you've seen, more dramatic lashes have a really thick band, and it's very obvious. You can see that they're on your eyes. That's why these are really good to wear even if you have no eyeshadow on.
Speaking of the band, it's also really flexible because it's so thin. You can very easily shape it to your eye without having to really struggle much. I tried on eyelashes with thicker bands that is just a nightmare putting them on because the band is so thick. It's really stiff. So these have a really thin band.
Yeah, I would recommend bands like this if you're new to eyelashes, because if you start with a thick band, you're going to be very discouraged, and it's going to be really annoying, and you're going to think that all eyelashes are hell to put on, but I would definitely start off with one of these if you're new to eyelashes.
While we're on the topic, though, of eyelashes, for eyelash application, now, if you follow me on social media, once again, you may have seen some tweets about me and hating eyelashes and just being so terrible at applying eyelashes. Like, I refused to wear eyelashes for the longest time because I was so terrible. I decided to upgrade my little glue because I suck so much that I just, So I decided to upgrade my glue to the House of Lashes Lash Adhesive. And this changed the way that I applied eyelashes. It helped me so much when it came to, like, the application, and it just made it so much easier for me to apply on eyelashes I used to use the Duo.
In the tube.
In the little tube. And that takes, although it's a really good glue, it takes so long to dry that I because I was new to eyelashes, I didn't really know the proper timing that I should apply them on. And this makes it a lot easier because it dries so quickly. It gets tackier a lot easier. So you can put it on and it's like a no mess, no fuss, no worries type of thing. It just cut down my lash application, I kid you not, from like 15 minutes to probably, I'm just going to say 5 minutes but that's crazy. The one con about this, it's always freaking out of stock. Like, I'm trying to get a new bottle of this because I'm running so low.
They have a black one.
Can't find it anywhere.
They have a black one, and then this one. This one's super, super popular, so that's why it's always out of stock. I've been using the Duo in the tube for like the longest time. That's like the one I start with, and I've stuck with it.
But she's really good at applying eyelashes, so she can use like anything. She can go to the dollar store and buy like a crappy one, and she'll make it work.
For some reason, I don't know. I don't find it too difficult to apply eyelashes, but Duo also has a brush one like that. It doesn't dry as quickly, but I've used this for the past like 2 weeks or so, and I actually really, really like it. You just have to wait a tiny bit longer for it to dry from that one. So if you want to try something similar to that, and that's just out of stock, this is like a good dupe. It just, keep in mind, it doesn't dry as fast, so you still have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah. I think if you can get your hands on this, try to get your hands on it. I think it's worth it. It's only like $8.99. It's really cheap, and it's gonna last you a pretty decent amount of time. If you don't know, a month back I transitioned from black hair to this color. It took 4 rounds of bleach in 10 hours because I can't be waiting for blonde hair. So it took 10 to 12 hours to transition from black to this, and my hair was completely done. It was destroyed. My hair, I have never in my life experienced such a feel. My hair was just completely destroyed. They recommended the Olaplex number 3. This is a hair perfector. So what it does is, for people like me who have really damaged, just broken, destroyed hair, this is what you would use. This can only be found in either salons or salons like stores, but you need a license. I kid you not, this probably can bring back the dead. It's so good. Like, it is so good. It took my hair, like, my hair was really damaged, and it strengthened it so much. You put it all over your hair and leave it on. It says on here for 10 minutes, like a minimum of 10 minutes, but leave this.
Excuse me, it says 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Leave it on. Leave it on for like an hour. I don't care. Leave it on for a really long time, and when you take it off, your hair is just gonna be really good. I doubt that anybody's hair is gonna be as damaged as mine was, but if you have any type of damage to your hair, try to get your hands on this. It will do major, like, it will make a major difference.
So, if you know us, we self-tan, so I mean, personally, I've tried several self-tanning products, mostly obviously cheaper ones, so a lot of them didn't work out very well. The color would be like too orange or whatever. We ended up finding this at Ulta. This is the St.Moriz. This is the St.Moriz self-tanning mousse. This is the mousse, yeah, in dark. This is the first one we tried. Love this.
Immediately loved it.
Love it so much. It dries within like 5-10 minutes. You can put clothes on.
I've tried, like she has, I've tried many self-tanning. I've tried from a drugstore. I've tried like higher end ones, and by far this is definitely my favorite. I think it's only around $8. What I really love about this is the color in itself is, I mean, I have it on right now. I don't know if you guys like mess with this color, but
really natural.
It's really natural. It's not very orange. This has no type of stickiness.
This dries so fast.
I can put this on, and within the minute I can get dressed, be in bed, and not even feel disgusting. I hate feeling sticky, so I'm just really happy.
The color for some reason turns out darker on her than on me, and our natural skin tones are pretty pale. Like we're pretty much the same color when we're zero self-tan. So I picked up the self-tanning lotion. This blends a lot easier because it's a mousse, so it spreads a lot easier on your skin. This is a thicker texture, so it takes a little more work to blend it out, but for me, I get darker with this, and I appreciate that so much. I get like as dark as she gets just with this. I don't even want to know how dark you would probably get with this. Okay. It dries still just as fast, so whatever one. They're both in the color dark. So that was all of our current favorites. We hope you guys learned something out of it. Maybe you can try a couple of these products. If you do already have, let us know if you like them.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. Give this video a thumbs up as well.
Leave us any suggestions for future videos down below. We do plan on doing some fashion videos.
Adios, amigos.